Hey guys, sorry. My streaming software was giving me a little bit of an issue there. Sorry about that. As you can see, I am much more like myself today. Sorry guys about yesterday, but and sorry about the noise outside. Apparently, one of my neighbors has decided, just as I'm streaming, they've decided to do some work outside in their backyard, which is really loud. So I apologize for that, but hey, that's the chance you take, right? When you go live, anything can happen. I just want to welcome you guys to my channel. If you're new here, I do fast food reviews and Canadian and Japanese snack reviews. I do as well review snacks from other countries here. Hey, David, welcome. See, as you guys can see, I'm much for myself today. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone last night if I was feeling, like drained. And I wasn't feeling stressed. I don't know, just got a lot on my mind yesterday. Sorry for yelling. You didn't yell, but okay. Yeah, good afternoon, Mumbo. Good to see you. If it was on all caps, then I would have been yelling. Yeah, I don't know, just a lot on my mind. Like Keith and I are okay money wise, but I don't know, just that he's off work for a month, you know what I mean? But it sucks, but I understand why, you know what I mean? Just want to keep people safe. You're so funny, David. You made my day. Hope you guys are doing well and much more. You guys can see I'm much more awake. Oh my goodness! You should say that. I don't know why I was yawning there. I have no idea. I really don't. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm excited. I'm supposed to be going on holidays soon. Well, not really much anywhere we can really go, but last week in May, so I'm looking forward to that. I think I really need the break. Um, I don't think it's just like having this stuff on my mind. Hey Jackie, hi Jackie, saying hi to Jackie. Um, anyways, like it is harder. I find during the pandemic, doing customer service for a call center, especially, made it find it more challenging. So I really need the break. I think the last time I had a week off was last summer. We only get, I think it's 2 times a year you get 1 week off. You get 1 week off. And then once you've been with the company, I think for 5 years it is, you get three. But anyways, yeah, two Jackies. Okay, we only need one Jackie. Okay, I'm just checking. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I'm glad you enjoyed my channel. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, that you guys support my channel, enjoy the content. It really does. You know what I mean? Because it's not like, hey, am I just doing this for myself, or I hope people enjoy it and get something out of it. I just do it for fun. You know what I mean? And because I love food. Who doesn't love food? Well, even if you don't love food, you need it to survive, right? um, yeah, I'm just seeing if I have any interesting stories here. Give me 1 minute. I Hey Vin, welcome. Um, yeah, that's why I was kind of quiet. I did go back and watch the private stream on Drew's channel last night. I just didn't feel like talking, and I did try and pop in Ken Dong's stream, but anyhow, I'm feeling much better today. At least much more like myself today than I did last night. So thank you so much, guys, for understanding and for your patience. I really appreciate it. Anyway, feeling much better today. So I did have a little nap earlier too, which may be why. I don't know. Here it's been a beautiful day. It's been about what 12, 13 Celsius. I'm not sure what that is Fahrenheit, but um, yeah, it's been really nice out, and um, I didn't get a chance to go for really go out though, because Sundays we usually clean the house and stuff like that. Reverse the Moses of the brain. Oh my God, David, you really cheer me up. I really appreciate that. What is my favorite place to go for breakfast? Well, fast food wise, it would be McDonald's because I like the chicken McGriddle. Those who are from the US. I was wondering about the sicky face. It's okay, Jackie. I was wondering about the sicky face, but I figured it was a mistake. um, a chicken McGriddle, it's basically a piece of chicken. You have a chicken patty on the McGriddle, bun pieces or whatever pancake pieces. You guys know what I'm talking about. Although it's not officially on the permanent menu here, it is. They are serving it again at the McDonald's in our area. So if you're in Canada, you don't see it on the menu, still ask them because they still may be able to make it for you. Anyways, that's my favorite item. I love it. And what's best too, if you guys get that, dip it in, get a little side of maple syrup, and you dip it in. And David, you guys in the US, you can get it in the US because I saw the endorsement do a video on his version of it. So you just gotta ask them, right? If you can have a junior chicken in the McGriddle pancake pieces and see if they make one for you. But local restaurant wise, or Canadian, it's I don't know. There's a chain called Cora's. It's a Canadian chain. It's just they serve breakfast and lunch only. So they close, I think, like pretty early in the afternoon. But their food is really good. It's not cheap, but it's so worth it. I'm actually doing tonight's video on Cora's actually. And just a reminder, that video airs at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's on their version of Eggs Benedict. They actually have different options for Eggs Benedict. You can get fresh fruit with your meal, all kinds of stuff. What restaurant are you going to try next? I have no idea, Jackie. I didn't even know until last night I was going to do Cora's for a video. Just because, I work full time in that, right? And even though I am working at home, I just go by who's coming out with the newest thing. And if no one is coming out with anything new, then I try and either do a local place or I probably try and do a menu hack. I think what I'm probably going to do next week, I'm finally going to do that fillet of fish I saw on the New Zealand McDonald's website a while back. Those that aren't familiar, in New Zealand, Australia, they call McDonald's Macca's, like Maccas. Anyway, and they have this fillet of fish. I don't know if it's still on there as a promotion anymore, but I'm still gonna do it. Their fillet of fish, they don't just have like tartar sauce and lettuce and the fish and the cheese. I mean, they don't just have tartar sauce and the fish and cheese. Like it's not just. It's more than a regular fillet of fish. Basically, there's lettuce, tomato. I think they just add lettuce and tomato to it. And I've been saying this for a while. I really think, as far as McDonald's Canada or McDonald's US concerned, when it comes to the fillet of fish, keep the classic one on the menu, but maybe come out with a revamped version of it. You know what I mean? On like one of those specialty buns that the Angus burgers are made on. Excuse me. Sorry, guys, I got a bit of a cough. In this fancy kind of fillet, not the fillet of fish patty, but like, the kind of fish you get in the fish and chips shop on a fish sandwich. You know what I mean? Like a little bit, not really, kind of, I guess, a gourmet version of it. With the less than tomato, maybe like some spicy sauce on it or something. I bet that would be really popular. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, David. Yes. That's why you don't see a lot of Red Lobster. I've never seen the Red Lobster restaurants. I've never seen those around here. Actually, I guess there's so many seafood places, I mean, around here. Um, where chicken sandwich and from where? Oh, that's a toughie. Um, if I had to pick one, I would say the chicken Asiago Ranch. Yes, Asiago Ranch chicken sandwich from Wendy's. If I had to pick, Wendy's chicken sandwiches, I think, are really, really good and are so underrated. I think they have the best chicken sandwiches. Um, yeah, sorry, David. I'm gonna disagree with you there. Filet of fish, just like meh. I found it really bland. You know what I mean? The last video I did, the only reason I really liked it, and I did this collab with a friend of mine, who's also a YouTuber, Morris W Green TV. Anyways, his I think was his least favorite. I can't remember right now. It's a filet of fish. You know, originally I really liked it because it was really fresh and hot. It was during lunchtime. Um, the classic filet of fish, I'm like, I'm sorry, I really think need to revamp either the classic one or you know what, like I was saying before, leave the classic one as is, but like come out with like a good new one, like a totally revamped sandwich. You know what I mean? Like I just find the filet of fish bland, and um, I don't want to say anything bad about the classic one really too much. Like, but why not come out with like a gourmet version of it? You know what I mean? Nope. I felt the same way when I was in Ontario. Nice try, David. Uh, I've never been a fan of it. You know what I mean? I really think they need to just come out with a revamped version of that sandwich. Like here in Canada, they came out with a set of spicy chicken sandwiches, I think 3 years in a row now. Actually, no, two. I think it was 2019 they started it. Um, where they come out with like a habanero McChicken. First year was a habanero McChicken, jalapeno McChicken, and ghost pepper McChicken. And I think last year it was, instead of the jalapeno one, is a Scotch bonnet McChicken. And this year, instead of Scotch bonnet, it was Szechuan McChicken. Um, yeah, the spicy chicken sandwiches here, I'm telling you guys, those of you guys in the US, the spicy chicken sandwiches at McDonald's Canada are way better. Like they're really spicy. Like so I've never had the Popeyes chicken sandwich, so I would know. The closest Popeyes to us is in Halifax. I'm in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. So and I probably won't be trying Popeyes for a while now. So at least the Halifax area right now is in semi lockdown. You can only get takeout from restaurants right now. Um, like malls and retails at 25% capacity. Really only is supposed to go out for essentials. Um, so not really a place I could probably try right now. I think I like fish because it's really. See, I love tartar sauce. I love tartar sauce, but the filet fish I just find really plain. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's great if you think it's awesome. Like, that's great. Everybody has different tastes, right? Everybody has, you know, different things that they like or don't like, and so on and so forth. But I don't know. I just think like McDonald's Canada did come out with some really gourmet version kind of chicken sandwiches, like the tomato mozzarella chicken. They still have on the menu the BLT chicken, crispy chicken, and so on these special kind of buns and that. Just come out with a fillet of fish that's on, or a fish sandwich, sorry, it's on that kind of a bun. You know, some kind of special sauce and that. Um, I think people would buy it. I think people would really try it because I know in the BK, at least in the States, come out with that revamped fish sandwich. Here in Canada, the one they have is very similar to fillet of fish, but not really much to it. You know what I mean? And if someone tastes a little plain, I think they're really trying to do something different. Why don't you try cooking? I'll tell you why I don't try cooking on my channel. um, it's hard when it's just me doing everything myself. Like I do my own filming, I do my own editing, I do my own coming up with the concept of the videos. Like when I'm releasing the videos, adding all the tags, and so on so people can find the videos and all that. I do everything myself. Last time I did a cooking video, it took me between like from filming it to planning it to editing it to uploading it and all that stuff. Took me like a day and a half. It takes a lot. That's a lot for one person. You know what I mean? So, so that's why you're probably not going to see much cooking on the channel, if any. You know what I mean? Because I just find it hard when I'm doing everything myself on the channel to do those kind of videos. I have done pizza places actually. The next one I really want to do is Pizza Delight. I love Pizza Delight. I know you guys probably haven't heard of it, but it's a chain from Canada. It used to be a lot bigger. They have a lot less stores now, but there is one here, like in Halifax. But again, getting over to Halifax not right now is not recommended with the lockdown. So um, it's probably gonna be a while before I do another pizza video. I have done pizza places though. If you guys look in the local playlist, I believe you might find Domino's Donair Pizza in there. It's one of my early live streams, so forgive me, it's not the best quality. But yeah, I have done a few pizza reviews. I don't even think it's the fryer oil, David. I know what you're saying, right? I think they just need to. I'm not saying touch the classic one. Leave that alone. Like come out with a gourmet version of it. Like McDonald's Canada came out with a gourmet version of chicken sandwiches here a while back. Like try something different and see how people like it, right? Excuse me. That's all I'm saying. And I'm probably not going to do a lot of fast food places on here. Only reason is lobster is really expensive here right now, just because there was a dispute between commercial fishermen and native fishermen, right? So I think that's been resolved now, but prices are still high for lobster and stuff like that. So I probably won't be doing that for a while. But you guys have any suggestions? Like, I do have on my About page almost social media links. There's a Facebook group, a Facebook page. I have Instagram. Tacos and burritos. I did a video actually not that long ago from Burrito Jack's. It's a local chain. It's like what do you call it? Oh, I can't remember right now what it's called. It starts with a C. Anyways, they've got all fresh ingredients. They have burritos, quesadillas, all kinds of stuff. And I actually did a video actually on their pepper steak quesadilla, not their burrito, but I have also tried their burrito as a video, and it is really, really good. Quartermaster Reviews, welcome, welcome. For tacos, there's not really much. I guess I would say maybe the same place, Burrito Jack's. I think they have tacos. I can't remember right now. There is like another local taco place. I can't remember the name. What's on my list? It's just matter of getting there, and you know what I mean. And with everything being in semi-lockdown right now, I've got pretty too much to do everything through takeout at the moment. So, but yeah, it does make it weird. I know. I've just been doing reviews at home for a while anyway, just because it was still cold out and Heath was at home sleeping, right? So I don't know. I still might see if I can find a local place that does takeout, and I might try it. But yeah, I guess I feel lucky. I still have a job. I feel. But my boyfriend's working for a while though. Does Amazon deliver food to your area? No, here they don't do that. I don't think they do that at all in Canada, actually. As far as I know, anybody who's in Canada and has Amazon in their area that can deliver food, let me know. But as far as I know, not here. Not in our area, they don't. Could you try stuff off of there? Oh, the Amazon doesn't deliver food though. Here in our area, here we have What's called Skip the Dishes, and we have DoorDash. And just recently, only for a few months now, we've also had Uber Eats. Uber was not operating at all in our area because Halifax municipality, they kept blocking it. But they finally allowed it to operate in our area. So but we have three choices right now. That's it. Taco Bell. Yeah. My friends and I used to call it Toxic Hell when I was in high school. Hey, the king of Macus. Hey, Fang. Good morning. I know eventually Amazon will deliver food here, but right now it's just basically Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, and DoorDash. That's what we have out here. And I found an interesting story while I've been answering your questions, guys. This Long Island McDonald's is actually a mansion. That sounds interesting. I would suggest eBay, but you never know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan of eBay actually. Early on, when eBay was first a thing, I know there's a lot of issues when a website first starts up, but yeah, I'm not a fan of eBay. So good suggestion though. I do appreciate it. Hey, Robert. I have no fear. Fang is here. Cambodian karaoke. That sounds interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna read this whole thing. Picture a romantic Saturday evening as a young couple pulls into the parking lot of their favorite restaurant. Through the nearly floor to ceiling windows on the secular veranda, they can see a dining room full of smiling patrons. One person opens a plated glass door for the other, and they move into the lobby, which features hardwood floors, an enormous double staircase leading up to a mezzanine dining area. The space feels even larger due to windows on nearly every wall and the vaulted ceiling, towering nearly 3 stories above. The couple holds hands and approaches the counter, debating on whether or not to share chicken McNuggets or the Big Mac and French fries. Yep, you got that right. In the village of Hyde Park in Long Island, New York, there's a McDonald's housed in a crisp white mansion dating back to 1795, according to a podcast from Bronx Community College. And it looks like no fast food restaurant you've ever seen before. I'm going to show you guys a photo of it. I'll look at the comments in a minute, guys. I know you guys are asking me some more stuff. Look at that. Now that's a McDonald's I'd want to eat in. Looks like a kind of McDonald's you need a reservation for. But that's it there, guys. That's a really snazzy looking McDonald's. Hold on. You got your second vaccine shot? Oh, that's cool, Robert. How about you find a recipe, make it, and then film a review? Yeah, I guess I could do it that way. I'll think about that. Most of the singers are American Cambodian. Okay. Did I hear Macus? Yes, you did. Here, I'll show you guys. Isn't that... Okay, I won't do it sideways. That's okay. But isn't that... I'm just see if I can blow it up larger, though. It won't let me. Okay. But that's a really nice looking McDonald's. I don't know, probably the same. It hasn't said the prices are any different, Vin, so I'm going to assume it's the same menu. Excuse me. The mansion was also an Italian restaurant and 2 other restaurants between 1948 and the early 80s. 1987, the property was sold for $1 million to McDonald's franchise owner, a guy named Larry, who planned to tear the then decrepit building down. The idea of destroying the historical significant mansion was met with high opposition, obviously. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when people, or, when or developers, they buy this land with historical building on it, and then they try and tear it down. Like, why not renovate it instead? Which I'm assuming is what he ended up doing, because he wasn't allowed to tear it down. Yep, that's what it says here. He ended up restorating it because he wasn't allowed to demolish it. Yeah, it just doesn't say anything at all about the menu again, guys. So 3.5 weeks later, so I guess I haven't had my first dose yet. Um, in our area, at least, they're doing it by age group, right? Obviously, the more vulnerable people first. I'm not sure if Heath and I are going to be in the same age group or he's going to be in a different age group because he's in his early 50s and I'm almost in my mid 40s. I have a feeling we're going to be in different groups. I feel like he's going to get his first shot before I could get my first shot. But anyways, I have no idea when that's going to be. So it's so disorganized, depending on which province you're in right now. I don't know. So I have no idea what's going on, basically. And with COVID, here in Nova Scotia, the cases were like almost next to none, but all of a sudden it's like somebody came back to Nova Scotia who traveled somewhere else and they had one of those variant versions of COVID. And now it's like yesterday, I think we had 50 some odd cases today, 60, it keeps going up and up and up and up and up. So we're not doing so good right now. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. On the news, I know President Biden said he's going to donate some vaccine to Canada that isn't needed. I guess by some areas, he's going to donate it to Canada, but which I think is awesome. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, I feel so bad for people in India that comes back. Yeah, which is another thing. They had, I think, not that long ago, one of their religious festivals, right? Not one person was social distancing, not one person was wearing a mask. They gave you an interview, this one guy who was like, "Oh, there's no COVID here. We don't need to have any restrictions or anything like that." And look at India now. You know what I mean? Like that was only a few weeks ago before it started getting worse there. I am feeling like there were like thousands of people at this festival. Like, so I have to say, right? I feel sorry for them, and I guess I don't in a way because it's not like I don't know. Like I understand how important their religious events are to them, but is your health more important, or is your religious festival, your religion more important? Sometimes your health is more important than a festival. You know what I mean? Or going to a concert, or or what have you, right? Anywhere you're going to be around a lot of people. You know what I mean? And everybody was looking at a reporter reporting on this festival, like there's something wrong with her because she was wearing a mask. And of course, it's just like social distance is impossible. Should I keep trying to distance myself from people, but I just can't because there's too many people. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, exactly. I've heard of um, there's a story on our news where they interviewed Canadian truck drivers who've been to Florida and California and said that at least in those states, no one's taking it seriously, no one's wearing any masks or distancing, and that they were getting weird looks because they're wearing a mask and trying to distance and stuff like that. And they said in some cases people were harassing them because they were wearing a mask when they're just trying to protect themselves. You know what I mean, from getting sick. Well, that I'm not against, but it's people who say that there's no such thing as COVID or that's a hoax that really get me upset because you want millions of people have died from something that doesn't exist. Like start taking it seriously and wake up. This isn't just a regular flu. You know what I mean? This is something bigger than that. Hey Dwayne, welcome. Glad you can make it. As you guys know, I'm slowly gathering footage for a blooper video. when I'm going to release a video. I don't know. I think I want to get some more footage before I release it. Yeah, to me, David, it dishonors to me the memory of those people who passed away from COVID. You know what I mean? Like it really diminishes their deaths and that they passed away, or it just takes away from it. Like, so they died for nothing. So they just had the flu. Like, so would they die from that? You know what I mean? If they like, people wake up and take it more seriously, anyways. Hey, Maria, welcome. Here's what I'm saying, right? Like wake up. Like, and these people don't want to wear masks. Like, if you don't can't for medical reason or whatever, that's fine. That's different. But like, you don't want to wear one at all. Like, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting other people. So if you have it, you don't even know you have it, because COVID has so many different, very varying symptoms and versions of it. You know what I mean? One person, it can affect just like a cold. Another, it can affect like all of a sudden they have pneumonia and they have trouble breathing or what have you. Just so many variations and symptoms, and then types of COVID now. It's like, and then everybody's wondering, when is this going to get back to normal? Maybe this is the new normal now, having to wear a mask when you go out, having to distance. I'd love things to go back to normal. Believe me, I miss my family in Ontario. We were supposed to go and see them, but I wouldn't be caught dead in Ontario right now because it's one of the worst provinces right now. Really make the news on that matter so often. Yes, I agree, Dwayne. Yeah. There's like people in Ontario mostly are like don't care. They're not taking it seriously. And it's like, wake up. Like, if everybody, the other thing is too though, well, we have a new premier now, but the premier we originally had when all this started, he did the hard decisions and made the hard decisions and the right decisions right from the beginning. Like, he was just like, as soon as we started getting cases here, he closed all our borders around Nova Scotia. No one was allowed in or out unless they were essential. He made hard decisions right from the beginning. You know what I mean? I think that's why our cases have never been high here, not just because we have a low population in this province. I think because they made the hard decisions that they had to make right away. And Ontario didn't do that. You know what I mean? Because we watch the news from Ontario. So we know what's going on back home as to what's going on here. And they should have made their hard decisions right from the beginning instead of waiting to do it. You know what I mean? But anyways. Yeah, here, yeah, you have to wear a mask everywhere, whether or not you're on the bus or you go into a grocery store, you go into the mall or wherever, you have to wear a mask. Yeah. This scares me as a virus. It kills more than 0.3% of people who get it. You know how people have died from it? I can't remember right now, but I'm gonna look it up here. Hold on. Hey Siri, how many people all over the world have died from COVID so far?
Okay, I found this on the web for how many people all over the world have died from COVID so far. Check it out.
Exactly. People need to take us seriously. This is not just a flu. It's not just like having a cold. It's not like, this is the real deal. Okay, I just looked it up on Siri. Almost 4 million people have died from this all over the world, roughly. 4 million people. Like, that is a lot. A huge chunk of the population that is just gone. You know what I mean? So don't like ruin their memory by saying it's all a hoax and all that. So what they die from then? These people that have died. They just thought they were sick, and maybe they were so sick they were sick and then they passed away. Like, yeah, that's a lot of people. Yeah. Almost 4 million roughly have died from this so far. I don't know the exact number because Siri only showed it quickly and then it disappeared from the screen. So it'll be 8 billion people on the planet. Yeah, okay. Numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? I'm not good at science or math or anything like that, but I do know that math and science don't lie when you look at the facts. Only up into Australia. Yeah, right now, Canada-US border is still closed. Excuse me. I wouldn't go to near the US right now, though. As soon as things are better, at least I'm glad that I'm in one of the safest parts of Canada to be in right now is Atlantic Canada, or to be like really far north, and like the territories, Northwest Territories, and none of it and that. But you have friends that think it isn't real. That just amazes me. That gets me really upset. How is it not real? So what these people die from then if it's not real? You know what I mean? So what they catch? What they die from? You know what I mean? Like you're really, I think they're dishonoring anyone who thinks it's a hoax. So it's really dishonoring the memory of those who passed away. Like that's a really too big statistic to ignore. That like approximately 4 million people have died from this all over the world, and it's not real. And all you do exactly, Mama, you're right. All you do is protect yourself and your family, your friends. Yeah. Well, I know that. I just doesn't make sense to me. I just can't wrap my head around how people can think this isn't real. Just looking at the facts, you can tell it's real, right? Yeah, I agree with that, Fang. Yeah. Anyway, exactly. Although Ontario's not far behind right now, they're pretty bad there. Like, not as bad. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I can't wrap my head around people thinking it's a hoax. Well, I know there's still some people that amazingly think the Earth is flat. That I don't get either. But you know what I mean. But I don't. It's just if it were me, right? Hey, Kitty, welcome. Good to see you. If it were me, I would just look at the facts, right? So, well, just looking at the facts and everything, like just looking at all the evidence, I'd be like, well, that is it's gonna be real because like nobody can make all of this up. you know, I just was, my family and friends in Ontario too. I wish I could go there. Excuse me, and see everybody. And I don't know why it's safe to not go to Ontario right now. um, but I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around people thinking that this whole COVID thing is a hoax. I know there are people, unfortunately, that are like that, but I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around it. You know what I mean? But yeah, nothing really interesting. Let's see any fast food stories we can look at for everybody says. I don't think so. Well, let's ask Siri again. Or let's not. But how do they know it's exaggerated though? What's their source? Right? Exactly, Faye. But I don't know. Trump didn't think COVID was real either, and he still didn't. He got better, but he still didn't take it seriously. So I don't know. It might not do anything. You know what I mean? They might still think it's not real, even if they get it. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, I was just looking though. My mom, at least she lives in a rural area in Ontario. She lives in Simcoe in the middle in the country. She's not near a lot of people, thank goodness. But his mom lives in one of the hottest spots in the country for COVID right now, Brampton, and we worry about her a lot. Oh, thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I hate that we're so far away right now. She's like, she misses being able to see her friends every day and, being able to just, go to the senior center and stuff like that. So you can't do anything right now except go shopping and stay in the house. She tries to go for walks and stuff, right? But I wish we were closer, you know what I mean? So we could, like, so she had at least had us around. But even if we were closer, we wouldn't be able to go and see her because of the stay at home order, right? But, anyways, also numbers are underestimated. So many I mean, it's right world exactly. It's hard to keep up too with the amount of deaths. I'm sure with COVID because I'm sure every day people are dying from it, right? So it's hard to keep up with that. But, sorry, my voice is like I'm probably may have to end this soon, guys. I just realized my iPad's at 35%. I ain't gonna keep going though for a few more minutes longer. Please don't mention Voldemort's name in here. Voldemort, Voldemort, Voldemort. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, you're right, Faye. Yeah, Voldemort is the evil guy from Harry Potter. So I told my husband, quit in Canada, so it's part of Alberta. Yeah, Brampton has been a hot spot as well. And she's right in the heart of Brampton. So we worry about her. She does have, um, I think she's had her second shot now. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I don't want to talk about Trump because anybody who's a supporter of his is not going to like what I have to say. I just prefer to stay away from politics. I was just mentioning that he didn't take it seriously. I just saw his rallies. No one was wearing masks, and everybody was sitting right beside each other in the crowd. No one taking it seriously. But anyways, yeah, I know. I started to lose my voice. I left my pop way far away from my desk, but that's okay. I still have a voice. Employee exposed to waste food secrets for TikTok trend. Well, let's see this. I've been talking about. Oh, it's not interesting. So I hate that. They grab you at the title. You would look at it, it's like, oh, okay, never mind. Yes, they do. They need to stop all flight, like all flying for pleasure. You should only be able to fly if it's essential. That's it. Yeah, you know what I think is hilarious? He tried to, yeah, I'm not gonna look for any more food stores. There's something interesting. He tried to get the phrase, "you're fired" trademarked, so no one like, he tried to patent that, so no one else can use that phrase. That's hilarious. There also is a church in Alberta that defied the rules. Oh yeah, like lots of people are. I've noticed like every time people defy the rules and they have a large gathering or what have you, people end up getting sick. You know. Hey Scott, welcome. What's all the apocalypse and COVID-19 pandemic kit, says Paul. These are the doomsday scenario parables. That sounds interesting. That sounds really interesting, actually. Was it watch zombie apocalypse and COVID-19 pandemic kits? So their doomsday scenario. Okay. You know what? The people that aren't taking this seriously, all I'm really saying generally is that they gotta wake up and start taking it seriously. That's all I'm saying there. You know, I think there's just too many facts to ignore. You know what I mean? To say that this isn't real. You know what I mean? Obviously it is. Um, but yeah, again, you guys are right. There's going to be people who don't believe that it exists, or there are people who don't believe. Not trying to get controversial here, but there are people who don't believe the Holocaust happened. Even, you know, what I mean, even though it obviously did. There are people who believe it didn't happen. There are people that think the world is flat. You know. Oh no, it's just because I've been talking for a while. If I talk for a while, I start to lose my voice. I already had an app earlier. I don't need another one, but I do appreciate that, Jackie. Thank you. I do appreciate that, though. I've just had bad allergies this spring. That's why my nose is stuffed up right now. In Alberta, your UCP government bungled this. What? I don't understand. Exactly. Best of all, social distancing and wear a mask. That's all there really is to it. It should be simple, but like I said to you guys before in a past live stream, when it first became a law, they had to wear a seatbelt. People didn't want to wear their seatbelts. You know what I mean? Or people that cut the seatbelts out of their cars and that because they didn't want to wear one, have to wear one. So we told that they had to wear one. People are acting the same way with the masks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Scott. Yeah, sorry to hear that. 5G networks? Are you serious? Yeah, I've heard people thinking it's related to technology. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But yeah, I've heard there are people that think that. Cinnamon tea. I don't like cinnamon, but that's a good idea. I do appreciate the idea and suggestion, though. I think I just really need to blow my nose and have something to drink. Yeah, just as our families in Calgary. Yeah. Oh, I bet you do, Momo. I worry about, like I said, his mom in Brampton. And I do worry about my mom and my family, right? My mom, at least she's in the country, right? Not around a lot of people, but oh, United Conservative Party. Okay. Yeah, here actually our premier did pretty well. The new one, I don't know. He hasn't been in power long enough for me to say how well he has been doing with this, but our original premier, um, he was doing really great. You guys see, but I don't know if any of you see my Facebook profile photo. It says "Stay the Blazes Home" again. I'm sure you guys will get that reference though, because they got national attention for that. Like our premier McNeil that we had. I think our premier now is Ian Rankin. Every time I hear last name Rankin, I think of the Rankin family. It was Canadians, kind of know what I mean. Yeah, oh, I'm surprised it's not Ford, to be honest. You haven't tried any good vegan patties yet? You gotta try the Impossible Whopper then. If you guys haven't, Fang, you gotta try it. I'm telling you, that burger. Um, I could not tell it was plant based. It tasted so close to real meat. I'm telling you, you gotta try that. If you have it in New Zealand, you gotta try it. It doesn't taste plant based at all. It doesn't. It tastes so close to the real thing. I'm telling you. And I'll tell you guys, like, I'm so glad we're in Nova Scotia and Ontario. I think just before we left Ontario, Ford just came into power. Um, and there were paid sick days in Ontario, but he took them away. Like, he should bring them back. He never should have taken them away, really, in the first place, but then he didn't know, I guess, COVID was coming. He still shouldn't have. Like, I think it was like people need paid sick days, right? A lot of the reasons people don't take time off when they're sick because they don't want to lose income, right? They have bills and stuff to pay, right? So they go to work anyway, and then they affect other people. You know what I mean? Like if people had paid sick days, they would stay at home, and then less people would get sick, and there'd be more productivity, right? More things would get done. You know how many sick days we get total for the whole year in Nova Scotia? I want you guys to guess without Googling it. Because I've told you guys before how many we get, and it's not a lot. Oh, no problem, David. Good to see you. You enjoy the rest of your week. Excuse me. I'm burping now. But anyway, how many sick days total do you think we get in Nova Scotia? It's not a lot. Yeah, we've been told masks are safe to use. Yeah, as long as you rewash them. You know what I mean? You can still use them. Like the masks Keith and I have are rewashable. Oh, no, less than that, Vin. We only get 3 for the whole year. That's it. 3. 3 days, 3 sick days for the whole year. And they're not paid. Only 3. That's it. 20? I wish it was 20, Fang. But we only get 3. I think Ontario, at least when I left, it was 10. I don't know what it's at now. But yeah, Nova Scotia we only get 3. But my work, though, came up with their own, oh, what do you call it? Absent system. Like, their own system where If you have to leave work early, you lose like 2 points or something like that. And then if you come back and you work your next 2 weeks full shifts, then you get the points back. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but like if you're on time, you don't miss any more shifts, then you earn the points back that you lost. I think that's very, very smart idea. My work did that. That's their way of getting around the only 3 sick days. Yeah, oh, maybe another time, game routine. 3D. I don't really have to think about that. You know what I mean? And my iPad is only at 30% right now. I don't think we have that long a live stream. I will answer your question. I just need to think about it. It is a very good question, though. Something I really need to think about. You know what I mean? I can't just say on the fly. At least with me. If anybody else has their 5 best and worst, go nuts. It's a very good question, but it's something that I'd have to think about. We get more in New Zealand for sick days. I haven't used any. Oh, that's cool. We are allowed 5 to 10 sick days per year. I think that's about what it is in Ontario. I think it's 10. Um, it used to be like they brought this thing in where you got paid, I think, for 3 of them before I left Ontario, but Ford took that away. Yeah, don't get me started, guys. I'm sorry. Don't please don't mention Die Hard. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry. It's not a Christmas movie. There, I said it. Best fast food shop, guys. Don't hate me, but I love Subway. I'm sorry. I prefer Subway. I just love their bread. I love their Italian herb and cheese bread. That's my favorite. We do have another chain here called Mr. Sub, although there's not hardly any of them here in Atlantic Canada. Subway seems to be the most popular, at least in the major sub chains here. These people is the most popular. Vang, stop it! I'll time you out. I mean it. I'll time you out if you say that one more time. Anyway, guys, yeah, I gotta get going here. Obviously, I need to blow my schnoz here and get my voice to rest, like you guys have noticed. Thank you so much, guys, for bearing with me. I promise you, next Saturday stream will be a lot better. I guess I just had a lot on my mind yesterday, so I just wasn't into it. But promise you, that's not the norm for live streams here. Usually a lot more fun than that. At least a lot more interesting. Yeah, I'm always the kind of person, guys, when it comes to movies. I love watching them over and over again. It's a really good movie, you know what I mean? It drives you nuts. So who cares? You've already seen it. He's not into movies still, right? So he doesn't get it. You know, anybody's a movie buff. I'm sure you get it. I'm waiting for the new Ghostbusters movie. That's what I'm waiting for. It's been delayed now until last I checked. Oh, I can't remember now. Summer, but that may have changed now. Um, there's another movie I want to see. Any you guys see the Kingsman movies? I love those movies. And they're doing this prequel how the Kingsman started. Um, that has been delayed. I think it's supposed to be coming out in December now. But anyways, one of your relatives is a famous actor. You might do they have the same last name? Because your last name sounds familiar. Anyways, I hope everybody has a good week. Oh, thank you so much, Mumbo. Yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine. It's just a lot to process, you know what I mean? Yeah, but anyways, everything's good now. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and myself. Excuse me. And thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. And thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Love you guys.